first memory was before I joined him, since Dad was also a filmmaker, and they were family friends. Chintu and me were in school together, and so one remembers him at that time, but the time I really got to know him was when I became an assistant. And that first time when I saw him working, when I went on the set, he was a different man, a filmmaker. So that mesmerized me, and that I just gone to see the shooting. And when I saw this man, conducting about 1,000 people, 5,000 people, Russian circus artists, Indian circus artists, crowd, and working flawlessly like a great music symphony conductor, where he knew exactly what he wanted. And that is an image which stuck with me. The dedication of the man towards his work, and his also being a great teacher. I was blessed to have worked as an assistant, because he would go out of his way to explain things to you, and you learnt a lot from those things. And I was really blessed to be able to work with him, and I'm here all because of him. To me, he's the genius. He is the master. That's what I personally feel. He was very upset with Mera Naam Joker. Of course, anybody would be. But he never brought that to the forefront. When he made Bobby, he decided, and when he told us, he said, I'm making a teenage love story. And he said, I've got a story idea. And he narrated that story idea, and he said, I'll be taking Chintu for the boy. The girl will find a girl. And we had a financial person there called Mr. Raman, who was very close with him. And he said, look, after Joker, we are in so much debt that you should take the story. It's very good if you like it, but make it with Dharmendra and Hema Malini. It will be very easy for you to get them. So he started laughing. He said, I can't make a teenage love story with them. I make a teenage love story, I will make it with newcomers. And then he shot that, and when he shot that film, it was, the way he shot was exactly like the way he did earlier. We never felt that there was a financial, though we all knew it, but he never let us feel that way. The biggest lesson is just keep moving ahead. Don't look back. Look back at retrospect on your films, but don't let it affect you. See, he was right about one thing. Today a film does well, it's a director's film. It doesn't do well, is also the director's. So you retrospect on what went wrong. And it's very difficult to retrospect because you can never say what went wrong. But you do retrospect and then just carry on. That's the main thing. The showman thing is something which was forced on him just because he had parties and all that. They labeled him the showman. The showman is something just because of his parties and his lifestyle did not make him what he was. He was not a showman, he was a filmmaker. And a filmmaker par excellence, just because he lived that lifestyle with parties and people, and and that's seen in his films also. The thing which people liked very much about him was how he spoke about the common man. That was, I think, because all his films, if you see, always had a social content. Even Bobby had a social content. You can't say it did not. But it always had a social content which worked with people. I think they understood that difference between the haves and the have-nots, which was in his, portrayed in different ways in different films. this. I know about Dimple because she was Bobby's heroine. When we were looking for a heroine at that time, we were doing auditions, and Dimple had come onto the set to meet him for something, and we decided to audition her. And we auditioned her, and he was not very, we were, not he, we in the sense the assistants and Abu Zahab and all, we were not very sure whether she's the right girl or not. And we told him that, and he said, "You're all fools, because she is the only one who fits my character." And that's the difference between you and me. And he was right, because she fitted the character, and how he actually transformed her into what he had in mind. I do believe that if there is someone who's going to take that torch forward, it should be Ranveer, because he's focused. When he was talking that day, I could see the way Ratha would talk, and he's very young at the moment, but right now he's grasping the things of filmmaking, and I'm sure he will